Hello and welcome back to the channel, you beautiful people of YouTube. So I'm out here running in the park, and as I'm running, I decided that I should start a new video series, and I'm gonna call this series the audio philosophy. And the idea it was given to me by this guy who goes by Mr. Struggles in the YouTube comment section, and he said that I should do more videos regarding my philosophy of the audio industry and hi-fi in general. And the thing about, and that is fitting to me, because the thing about the philosophy is that philosophy is not a science. So all the things that I'm gonna say in this particular series, they may not be true, and they may not be sound to the science of audio, but these are just my views and I'm gonna go about them. So this is the episode 1 of this series, and the title is why some audio objectivists are never gonna be happy. They're never gonna be satisfied, because there are generalizing, there are two camps in the hi-fi right now. One camp is that everything you own and every kind of gear you listen to, it should be something that you like. And the other camp is and this first camp is called subjectivists, and the other camp is called objectivists, and they are saying that everything you own should be sound to the science of the sound. And the JDS Labs Atom that I just reviewed, it is one of the most highly measuring amps of all time. It is the kind of amp that blew everything else out of the water in the price range, and then it competes very far high up. And some people say it is the best amp of all time. And I said and I did one criticism of the Atom, and I said something about not having the details as much as the high-end amp, and people have been saying that you were hearing distortion, that is what you're calling details and stuff like that. So here's my philosophy on this whole issue of objectivists versus the subjectivists. I think you need both, but I'm more on the side of the subjectivity, because here's the thing: audio is not a science. Audio is science. Music is not science. Music is just organized emotion, not my quote. Somebody else said that, and I don't remember who. So my thing is that the objectivists that are chasing the numbers, they're always gonna chase the numbers and numbers and numbers and numbers, and they're gonna get the numbers never end, guys. They're gonna keep going up, and they're never gonna be truly happy with their music. They are gonna say that I'm happy, this is the gear I wanted, this is the stuff I wanted, but they're always looking for the next thing. Not to say that you should buy one thing and stop, but you are not aiming for your pleasure. You're aiming for numbers, and numbers never gonna end. There is a limit to the pleasure. Everybody on the planet Earth who has done cocaine knows that. But anyway, so yeah, I'm not on that side. I think objectivity is needed to design great gear, but in the end, you should aim for your pleasure. You should find the gear that gives you the most pleasure. And an objectivist will agree to that, and he will say, well, that gear is gonna give you pleasure, but it might not be the best gear available. Who gives a flying F? Alright, your pleasure matters the most. And I'm also recognize that as a reviewer I have to always aim to find the best gear for you guys, but I think you guys should aim for the gear that you enjoy the most. Not the gear, well, it is not mutually exclusive either. You could enjoy the gear that is sound objectively, but it could be that and it could not be that. If it is not that, then you should not chase the objective aim. You should chase what makes you happy. And that is my views. Some of these objectivists, they don't know that the gear, that they don't want objectivity, they want pleasure, but they are chasing objectivity because they are being told to. And the problem is that those people are never going to be happy. That is the whole point of this video. So figure out what makes you happy and chase that. Perfect example, Sennheiser HD Jubilee 58X. It is not the most objectively scoring, most highly measuring thing out there, although it does measure pretty well, but it is simply not. And what that headphone, I have not reviewed it yet, is that it has pleasure. It gives you pleasure. That is what it has, and it gives to you. And that is my perfect example. I would take a HD 58X over something that is highly measuring. For example, in their own line, they got HD 800S. It is such a clinical tool, that HD 800S. But I would take a HD 58X over it because it gives me more pleasure than the HD 800S. So this was the point of the whole video. If you want pleasure, but you're chasing science, stop chasing science and chase pleasure instead, because then you're never gonna be happy. But if science gives you pleasure, then chase science, because that is what is gonna give you pleasure. Figure out what gives you pleasure first. You don't have to chase the science, although it is important. It is very, very important, because without science we cannot aim for higher. Without numbers we cannot aim for higher. And that is it. So this was the episode 1 of the audio philosophy. And I color grade these videos. They are either gonna be black and white or something else ridiculous, so that you guys know that it is not a regular review. So this was me, Melkorify, coming to you guys from a park after a run and just shooting off ideas. And have a great weekend, and I love ya.